Namaskar, everyone, and once again, welcome to our Wednesday meditation. And we are celebrating life. We should be celebrating life every day. We should be grateful for life every day. I want to welcome also new people who are joining us in recording form or perhaps in live form in the next few days and weeks. I'm happy to expand this knowledge and these possibilities to more people and to make our community grow or share this path that we love. And I say celebrating life, and I want to talk about this as a topic for today's meditation and as an inspiration. As you may very well know, I'm sure, today is November the 1st, tomorrow November the 2nd. In the culture and Mexican culture, these are very important days when we celebrate what is worldwide known as El Día de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. However, I want to cast a little bit of light, just general information about what that means. First of all, when we say Day of the Dead, the celebration is not for death itself. The celebration is actually a celebration of life, in the sense that we are celebrating that we are here and that we remember and we recognize those who have left to another stage before us. For me, for example, I have, if I remember last year and then this year, I have more people to include in my heart, in my altar. One of my cousins passed just less than a week ago. My grandmother left us also earlier this year. And you see, when we say the Day of the Dead, or when we want to celebrate this, even though it's difficult to use the word celebrate in this context, because we're talking about people who we love, people who are close to us, people who make us reflect. How then do we say that it's a celebration? And that's where, of course, we need to bring in the spiritual perspective. Every single culture in the world celebrates that we are here and that death exists and that we are to celebrate those who were here before us, who are no longer with us. Every single culture has it. If you think about it as well, I find it fascinating that even cultures that you might not suspect, they have some cultural, some religious way of approaching that. To my knowledge, I don't think anyone passes in this life unnoticed. I don't think anyone, for scientific as you may be, for non-religious or non-spiritual as you may be, your close ones will still do something for you when you're gone. They will not try to throw you on the river, or throw you on the pile there, right? That when that happens, we know that something is missing. But we'll try to bury you. We'll try to burn you in some way. We'll try to put you in a coffin, and some prayers will be said. If not prayers, someone will say something about your life. Someone will try to turn your coffin into a tree, right? Someone will cast your ashes into the ocean. So there's always something more, something that relates to devotion, something that relates to your spirit, something that relates to your heart. So every single culture in the world, and I wouldn't even go as far as saying every single person in the world celebrates this in some way. Why do we do this? Because we want the person who is gone to go to a new stage. We want to give them blessings so that they enter the new stage as best as possible. We want to remind God or the deities this person who is gone lived a whole life, and they tried their absolute best. So please welcome them. We also do it for us, to honor the memory that we have, because this person created a lot of space in our heart, full of love. And now that they're gone, it's so difficult to live that the same way. It has evolved. It has to change. They're not physically here with us, but the love can remain and the love evolves. We're not going to be fed that love constantly anymore because the person is gone. So it has changed itself. So you see, celebrating death really is a celebration of life. And the reason why I do this, why I want to talk about this yoga, it's about life. It's all about life, being alive. We wake up every morning. Do we feel alive? Are we grateful that we are here? Do we recognize what is out there, what we have access to? I mean that also in the same sense. Again, this celebration, which by the way, it's also fascinating to me that so many cultures celebrate something like this around this time of the year. There's got to be a reason, a coincidence that indigenous cultures of Mexico and ancient culture of India celebrate in this period their connection to the dead and to the ancestors. Isn't that fascinating? And it's not the only one. I couldn't name them right now. I honestly don't remember. But I know that there are many other cultures that are around this time of the day, they celebrate. I would even go as far as saying, of course, Halloween must have some relation to it, to spirit, to magic, to the dead, which was yesterday. So there is something else. There is something more that we can see, that we can access. Now, that's when the spiritual perspective comes, I say. When a person is gone physically, they're not truly gone. You feel them. How many times have you felt when someone really close to you thinks about you, wants to speak with you, and suddenly they call you? How many times has that happened to you? When someone tells you that it happened to them from you. And of course, when someone is completely gone, physically gone from this plane, you can still hold space for them. It is only a spiritual thing. But we can only do that. We can only live those feelings and honor those who are gone because we are here. I myself am here for however long I can. Let me honor my experience here. Let me honor those who are gone and live to the best of my capacity. How can I live today to the greatest of my capacity? And it is also advisable to seek the counsel, to seek the guidance of the ancestors. That's the spiritual perspective. Your ancestors are not just your parents and your grandparents. How far back could we possibly trace our lineage? Last Christmas, Tiffany gave me a DNA test for my ancestry. We had it done for me. It's always a curiosity for me, right? Because I'm, of course, very Mexican, but some of my facial expressions, some of my gestures seem a little bit foreign. So we had it done, and it seems that I have been everywhere. My ancestors have been everywhere, including Asia, including Africa, including Europe, all kinds of places. And of course, my strong indigenous blood in Mexico. So my family has been everywhere for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, and still before, because they didn't just appear. Someone was here before them. Someone gave birth to my ancestors. So it is the same for each and every single one of us. We didn't just suddenly appear. We all came from a source. Think of your ancestors. How much can a person live? If a person lives a full life, how many things do they go through? When a person lives a full life, they live the full childhood with the blessings of being a child, the joy, the games, the playing, your first friends, the first things that you learned when you started getting hints of who you are and your purpose. They were also a teenager. They also went through puberty. They experienced a strong transformation. And soon after, they fell in love. They must have fallen in love. And soon after, also, they had a heartbreak. And soon after, they met someone else. Soon after, they had arguments. Soon after, they got sick. Soon after, they found true love or not. Soon after, they were hungry or they were well fed. Is there anything that our ancestors haven't lived? They found love. They found war. They have fought. They have killed. They were killed. They were happy. They were sad. If we think how long the lineage must have been, is there anything that our ancestors haven't lived? They were good people. They were bad people. Good people trying their best. Bad people trying their best. Doesn't matter. But that exists out there. And you reflect on how much they have carried on. And if I think that someone that I know is no longer with me and I can hold space with me, then that means that this person also did the same. Whether you know or not, when you lose someone, they're still with you. And they are with you not just, again, whether you know it or not, because maybe you remember them, you pray, something reminds you of them, but they're also in the way you are. I am in some way like my grandma, because my father is in some ways like her, and I was raised by him. So I acquired not just genes, but behaviors, mental patterns, ways of being. So I am in more ways than one, like my grandmother, and she is like her parents, who are like their parents. So everything is being carried into. So whoever you are the result, the magnificent result of a long lineage of evolution, not just in genetics, but in behaviors. People who have tried their hardest to live through the circumstances that they lived until you are here in today's world, with today's circumstances, with today's technology, with today's possibilities. And if we again think that our ancestors have lived through everything, it is perfect because now we are living through new things that no one else has ever lived. We have technology that never before existed, but we have the possibility of accessing the wisdom of these ancestors, their guidance, because there are things that will never change. No matter how much technology evolves, there are things that will never change. How to be ethical, how to try your best. Even people who have great regret can become great masters. They will teach you from their mistakes. And the ancestors are with us in more ways than today's world needs to remember history. Today's world needs to remember ancestry. You yourself could improve. It would be so advisable to tap into the knowledge of the masters. So today I want to meditate with you about this. I want to create a space where we open up to guidance, to divine guidance, to inner guidance, which is also the guidance of our ancestors. We open up the possibilities so that our honorable ancestors protect us, bless us, and carry us on. So I'm going to guide you today to doing some meditation on this. So to begin, I welcome you to find a comfortable position. Sit in a comfortable position and please close your eyes for a moment. Take your time to find a comfortable position. One in which your hips are very well relaxed, settling down, and your spine is long. And I invite you to center in yourself, settling in your body, bring the body into your awareness. Connect with your breath. Let the breath be deep and conscious so that the breath carries you into more presence and more awareness. Find a rhythm to your breath. A conscious deep inhalation, a gentle pause, followed by a full exhalation and another gentle pause. Become aware of your spine, your posture. And I invite you to seek that connection with the energy. You are already aware of your physical body, and you are aware of your mental and emotional bodies. That's easy for you to see. But I welcome you to open up to your energy body. It flows in channels and rivers. And the central river flows from the base of your spine to the crown of your head. It flows upward when you inhale and downward when you exhale. This central energy channel is built of your own energy, your own connection to the source. Keeping the attention concentrated and making a well balanced combination of effort and relaxation. To find it, you cannot look too hard, nor can you look too easy. You need to find for you what it means to be in the center. So be brave in your exploration. If you find that it becomes harder to feel it. Explore more relaxation or explore more effort. How receptive are you? How open are you to becoming energy aware? A simple curiosity will not be enough. And desperation will be too much. Breathing in awareness of this energy channel allows this energy awareness to increase. It brings in more vitality and health to the body and its organs. This energy channel pours and brings extra energy to certain dimensions of your life that we have explored and will continue exploring. It can bring us more into the present, more into love, wisdom, and mastery of our own self. When you inhale, allow the energy to go beyond the channel and getting distributed to every corner of your being. Let the mind receive more energy, the brain, the organs, go as far as feeling your limbs, your toes and fingers. Bring fuel and power to the body with each inhalation. The exhalation supports you in getting rid of any obstacle, any distraction. How deep can you go? Center yourself into greater and greater awareness. And from here, we open up to our honorable ancestors, to the most brilliant beings in our lineage. We welcome their inspiration and their wisdom. We welcome their protection and their blessings. We open our heart to the gratitude of those who have come before us, and we honor them for all their lives and all their struggles, for all their victories and celebrations. We express our gratitude to them for paving the way for us to be here today. In gratitude for all the blessings that we get to enjoy each and every single day. we open up now to their guidance. Our ancestors are with us and are very well aware of the challenges that we face. And there is no challenge that we can face today that our ancestors haven't already faced. We open up in our ancestry to the brilliant minds who overcame the challenges that we face. Please come forth and inspire me. Give me signs and indications. Give me power and discernment to make the right decision to overcome my challenges. You can even bring clearly to your mind, what is it that you are facing in your life right now? What are you being challenged by? And open up your heart strongly and lovingly to receive that guidance in the shape of your ancestry, but it's a divine guidance. Let it come. Ask for signs, for indications, for clarity and discernment. As you open up to more guidance, as you request for help and support, you may feel the energy on your meditation increasing. And this is correct. You must remember that asking for help, for divine guidance, for divine help, means that you're asking more support from the divine. So you must learn to accommodate a greater source of energy. So your ability to increase that capacity is challenged. You need to become more capable. I ask for the divine guidance of my ancestors to bless me and protect me, and to guide me in the current stage of my life to overcome my challenges. I ask for your strength and signs so that I may make the right decisions. And I will remain open today to perceive this guidance. And I will act on the guidance I receive. Once again, opening up the heart to gratitude for the blessings of the masters. Fill your heart in gratitude, for they have prepared the way for you to be here, for allowing us to come into this experience of the world that is so complex, that it truly fills us with awe. We have already opened up this space for the signs and the guidance of the ancestors. We should remain open to this guidance happening through the day. We offer them these thoughts, we offer them this time, and may we offer them a small place in our homes, a small place in our altars, for them to come visit us in these days. These honorable ancestors, as they guide us. Take a deep breath. Slowly returning to your own individual awareness. Connect to your physical body and your senses and your presence in the room that you are in. Once again, taking a deep breath, you can do the process of caring for your eyes. Warm up the palms of your hands and cover your eyes. And I am going to give you a couple of minutes to write down in your journal for how your meditation was today. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. We want to talk about how our meditation was today. I want to give us some space for that. So this is where the recording will end. For everyone also watching the recording, feel free to message me your reflections, send them in the chat. I may upload this meditation publicly later, as it is this auspicious time to connect with our ancestry. And I hope that you were able to feel and connect with it. Thank you all so much for your time. Namaskar.